Well, Helen is joining us now to speak more on this. Helen, it isn't the first time that Amnesty International would release a report which indicts the Nigerian military about human rights abuses. This, its report now and the reaction of this human rights group help us to better understand it.
Yes, this is not the first time the Amnesty International will be releasing reports concerning the activities of the Nigerian military, especially in the Northeast. Over time, they have believed that the Nigerian military have acted recklessly. They violated the rights of victims of insurgency. Like the recent report, the one of 2008, they believe that several victims of insurgency have been recklessly accused, imprisoned, and thousands of them have been killed without lawfully engaged to know if really these people are guilty or not. They believe that they have detained a lot of men and women unlawfully, and then this is coming again. And then this group who feel they have been on ground in Nigeria and the place of the theater of war, they carried out their research and they are coming to say this accusation or this fought by the Amnesty International against the Nigerian army is not true. That anytime this report is being released, it have a way of affecting and bringing the morals of those military men at the war front down. They believe that the military men has actually been very professional in fighting the insurgency. They've actually display a lot of professionalism, that unlike the Boko Haram fighters who go out to the streets whenever they want to bomb or want to fight the military, they don't consider the innocent people around. They just go recklessly about it, killing several people. So they feel the Amnesty report is against the Nigerian military is not true. That rather than accusing the Nigerian military, they should rather focus it on the Boko Haram fighters.
All right, Helen. The group also is faulting the presence of some non-governmental organizations in the Northeast, saying that their presence is actually, adding up to the insecurity that is being experienced. How do they mean? What do they mean by that?
They believe that since the this insurgency started in the Northeast, a lot of NGOs have actually made the Northeast their headquarters, and their presence in that place, they fought it because they feel it is not right. Most of them will not even be on ground. They will just take reports based on what they feel, and they will bring it out. They're faulting the Nigerian military. They feel this is not right. They believe that this NGOs, most of them are supporting the Boko Haram fighters, and as a result, these Boko Haram fighters tend to have more strength and more energy to fight the Nigerian military, whereby the Nigerian military are being deterred by the kind of reports which these NGOs are actually shunning out against them. And they feel, why should an NGO are they predicting that the war will never end, as some of them will just go to that place and then make budget for 2 years? With this, they believe that they intend to stay longer in the Northeast and they never see the war coming to an end. And they believe that these insurgents, these NGOs actually, they are being funded by international community, and as a result, they want this money to continue coming to their purse. So they never want this war to end, because when it ends, that means fund into their pockets will end automatically.
About ensuring that the right things are done, and that even if the non-governmental organizations would still be there, it would be for the right reasons. Many thanks for speaking to us at this time.